Part 3. An Urgent Summons.
You fool.
I just realized my stream deck's not set up, so now I gotta click manually over here. Hi! Welcome to DieFall Alderheart episode 15. I'll get my stream deck set up. I knew I forgot something. Just like every time I do anything for this, there's always one thing. Just one. That I always forget, but that's okay. It's episode 15. I'll figure it out and be professional at some point in time. Hi, hello, how are you, cast? It's been 2 weeks now. Chat, it's been 2 weeks. Hello, hello. Hopefully you guys are doing well. We had an enormous storm here. It snowed in the north, so everyone's falling apart slowly. The weather is, we are, and my state's deciding to reopen itself. So it's really great here. It's a good time. Regardless, I'm glad to be here, and we're gonna play Dungeons & Dragons at some point in time this evening, but I do like to talk to my cast a little bit beforehand. It also lets me consume some of this beverage next to me before we actually get into the game proper. So starting in my top left, your top left, chat? Yep. Miss Malaveth, how are you? What's going on? How you been?
Pretty good. Just reopened commissions today, so that's exciting. Also played some Animal Crossing this morning, so it's good. It's keeping me sane. Made coffee, drank all of it, so we're alive.
You drank all of it? Okay, wait. What kind? Okay. I used to be very particular about how I drank coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, as I've gotten older, I give less and less of a shit about like the quality of the coffee that I'm getting, as long as it has ample amounts of caffeine in it, right? So are you like, I only do pour overs, I only do French press, we have a drip coffee maker. What's your go-to?
I'm making pour overs like every
Nice.
morning. It's very
Nice.
calm. That's when I get my Animal Crossing in, because you have to wait to 45 seconds after the first pour, right? And it's a good Animal Crossing. But the coffee we get is good coffee and also very caffeinated. So
Yes. So even better.
Good.
Do you like fresh grind it before you do the whole thing? Yeah. I've been lazy recently, and I got like the giant thing of the Folgers just because I was like, I wasn't at work, and at work I get free coffee. It's terrible, but like it's free, so. But I got the giant one, and I just finished that today, and I'm like, wow, I'm actually got to grind some stuff now, but it's all good. So commissions are open for you now.
Yeah.
Is that right? So head on over to Malaveth's Twitter, by the way, or the DieFall Twitter, because it's retweeted on there. And if you want some stuff, get some stuff. So yeah, do that. Do that. We're gonna get some. We're gonna get some stuff too. I need some stuff, so we'll talk. It's good. Also, was it like 2 weeks ago was your birthday as well?
Yeah.
And this sort of ties into something Miss Simply Jackson did, and I was there to witness. There was a birthday party in Animal Crossing on an island, and it was the most adorable thing I had ever seen in my life. There was like party favors, and Malaveth opened up all of the gifts and placed them around everywhere. So you don't have to say, but I do want to know, what was your favorite gift?
Oh.
And you can't just say, oh, the whole thing, it was the party,
Somebody gave me the moon. The moon.
The physical moon?
The moon.
One of her members and I, because you have to get a lot to craft it, and so he was like, well, if you got this, I've got this, and we'll literally give her the moon for her birthday. And I was like, I'm gonna cry. Oh. So,
I
that's
did cry.
really awesome. What the hell? I didn't know that's a thing you could do. Every time I see like pictures of people's houses in Animal Crossing, they've got stuff in it that I didn't realize existed in the game. It's a very interesting thing, and you guys talk about it before the show a lot, and it all just seems very pleasant. Like Rob now has hibiscus, right? Like that's the dream, right? You're like, yeah, hibiscus are now on my island. I can just put them anywhere. And you guys like have bushes now, I guess that's a thing. There's a bush vendor. It all just seems very calming. But yeah, that's good. bonus stage Rob. There's something very important happening this week. Would you like to clue us in on what that is?
Okay, that could be like one of two things, and I can't figure out which one you're talking about.
I only know of one, so should I know the other? And now I feel like someone who's forgotten something super important.
It up, being my very good friend.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, I do know what it is, but that's fine. It's okay. I meant the thing on Friday, but
the thing at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow at twitch.tv/bonus_stage_Rob. You mean that thing?
Yes, that thing. Rob makes his triumphant.
The exact same bit as last time.
Yeah,
the exact same way.
Rob is making his triumphant return to Twitch on his own channel, not just here on my channel and being a star in everyone else's channel.
But I also kind of left, but I never really left. It's fine.
So, be there. I'll be there in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, be there. Yeah, absolutely. Fuck yeah, man. I'm super stoked for it. Are you excited? You ready?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you know what you're doing? Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm having this thing where like kind of like I'm at home all the time now, and I'm like, wow, I cut out my commute. I'm able to just kind of like shut off work and then like go hang out immediately, and I feel like I've got all this free time now, especially because I wasn't streaming, and I'm like, oh, look at all these games I could play now. But it's so overwhelming that I just modded Skyrim and started playing Skyrim again because I know that's the devil I know. And it crashes like every 30 minutes, but that's the devil I know.
It's like, this is acceptable to me.
I'm not streaming Skyrim. Yeah. That's for me time. That sounded weird.
No.
If you have schlonks of Skyrim installed.
That's the thing? I guess I shouldn't be super surprised about that. Don't
worry about it, man.
Cool. Well, we will all be very surprised
playing Animal
on Friday.
Crossing. Heck it. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Animal Crossing party. There we go.
Please take this away from
Rob's
me.
coming back to Twitch. Okay, goodbye. Bye, Rob. Miss Simply Jackson. It's been 2 weeks. You threw a party. I've been playing Animal Crossing. What else has been going on in your life?
I think most importantly to talk about is yesterday was the St. Jude Summit, which is incredible. If you guys don't know about St. Jude, it is a research hospital and facility that is curing diseases that are most prominently affected in children or effective on children. They've brought the cancer death rate from like 4% of children to like 90, or the cure rate from 4%, or survival rate from 4% to like 97% in like the 50 years they've been in operation or something. And they cured bubble boy disease like 2 years ago, like literally cured it, and shared all of the like ways of how to cure it with everybody instead of like hoarding it for money or anything. So they're a complete nonprofit charity or donation run hospital and research center that this month is now the Play Live month. So anybody who has access to stream can sign up through Tiltify and St. Jude's Play Live links to host a stream to help raise money. And they have all sorts of crazy incentives like headphones and hoodies and desk mats and stuff. I mean, like, I think like $100 gets you a desk mat, or like $200 gets you a hoodie if you can get that raised in your stream, which is incredible. But more importantly, things like $25 itself pays for a no more chemo party. So if a kid is cured and his cancer goes in recession, they throw him a party, and it's called the No More Chemo Party, and they like sing for him and stuff, and that's only $25 of donation money. So that's what's going on in my life right now, is I'm trying to plan my week-long like charity drive for this month.
Hell yeah.
So that's it. But if you guys want to learn more about it, they hosted the summit yesterday and today. Today's all panels. Yesterday was their video about the hospital and introductory about it. So if you're interested and you want to learn more, you can go to twitch.tv/St. Jude Play Live and watch their VOD from yesterday. So
It was very cool and very heartwarming.
Yeah, don't watch my VOD because I was a snotty mess.
It was very sweet. It was very sweet.
I was a big cry.
Yeah, a lot of that is very big cry a lot of the time, but that's the whole reason, right?
Yeah, it's incredible. I love charity work, but like I'm from Jackson, Mississippi, which is like 3 hours from St. Jude, so it's been an orbit in my life since I was a kid. My grandma's been a benefactor to the, or been a donator to the, I guess benefactor to the hospital almost all of her life. And like I don't know, it's one of the most selfless organizations I've ever seen. So I definitely always want to give every opportunity I have to back it. So
well, good. And you're doing good work. So claps for Simply. And yes, and good luck. And let us know when that's gonna be a thing and what you're doing for it.
Do you guys want to know?
Absolutely promote
Do you guys want to know an exclusive? Yep. I haven't even dropped it.
Yes, this right here. All right, chat, lean in. Here we go.
We're live with Simply Jackson.
From my childhood to raise money to further other kids' childhood. So I'm playing all of my blasts from the past, like Donkey Kong Country and Parasite Eve and like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro and a bunch of stuff. So it's a different game every day with all their own incentives. Awesome. I'm really hyped about it because I wanted to play those on stream anyways, and I was like,
yes,
why not?
Dude, the nostalgia glasses for all the old games like that are just so good. You have yes.
Yeah, I want to see if I can beat Donkey Kong in one day, like because I know I've gotten pretty close. So one stream all of Donkey Kong Country. So
that's awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be I'll be there. I'll watch that. That's gonna be awesome. Hell yeah.
Thanks for letting me platform a little bit.
Of course, yes. If I can't provide a platform for my friends, then what the fuck is the point other than playing Dungeons and Dragons,
it's
right?
Funny,
That's
like, you asked me about my stream, I'm always just like stuff, but it comes to St. Jude, I'm like, let me tell you.
Bitch, listen. You need to know. Well, thank you very much. Doing good work. The Lady May.
Hello.
How are you? How you been? How's the cats? How's Carson?
Carson?
What's up?
Good. Kiddos are good. Where are the kiddos? I'm kiddo-less at the moment.
They will make their appearance later, I am sure.
No, I've been okay. I guess like I've probably done the least amount of anything amongst anyone, but I've done a lot of Animal Crossing.
I was gonna say, I think you're just completing your speed run of Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay.
I found out that, well, I don't know what I was originally looking at, but I came across someone saying that they created a new Switch profile to create another house, to create like a library. So I was like, oh. So now I have Nemo, Kiki, and Tomato on my island. And I am now currently building them houses. Nemo's gonna have a cafe.
Okay.
Tomato's gonna have like a music kind of club arcade, and then Kiki might have, I don't know, something art related. And then
should you do like an art house coffee shop? Oh, baby, I don't know. That should be, because we have those here. We have those all over the place here. But yeah, ooh, that's cool.
We are getting art in this update. So
is that like art or like
no, like an actual art gallery?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. The museum is like the coolest thing.
This game is wild.
From this game.
Every time you guys talk about it, it's just fucking wild. They just have so much stuff. And every time I think about Switch games, I don't think about like a lot of stuff in one thing, but like that's well, very cool. What's your, so you're creating this library now, but what's your favorite thing you've been able to accomplish so far?
I think my dino hybrids.
Dino hybrids.
Because like you collect fossils and you give fossils to like the museum, but you can also place the fossils outside of the museum. And sometimes pieces line up that shouldn't line up. And it's wonderful.
So you make new dinos.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Yes.
It's a fun time.
Oh, new species of dinos. Just, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I can dig that. That's fun. What's your favorite one you've done?
It's got like this really weird long neck, and then like a little tiny head, but then like a little plump bottom, and like
it's
long,
like a tiny
and then like long chicken legs, kind of.
Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's good. This is good. It is very similar to real life. That's basically how we scienced the dinosaurs together. Was like that. This might work. That looks like a thing that might have existed. then eventually figure it out, you know? Maybe you're just ahead of your time, you know? That's what I think. Do you guys want to play Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember what we did last time? No? Well, let's roll to see who has to recap it anyways. So yes. All right, Stream Deck's back on. Yes. So please roll me a d20 and we will get ourselves underway with the game proper. I'm gonna slur all my words today, apparently. 6 for a lucky Pez with a 16, Dagonet with a 10, and Eli with a 15. The number is natural 20 for the DM. Yes. But Pez gets to recap for this week. So Pez, if you don't mind, with what you remember, I will help out when we get to the end. What happened last time?
What? We were in a tree. We brought the nest egg out, went up in the air. There was a big field. Looked at the field. There was nothing, and then we went down into the field, and then there were fire snakes. A fire snake, and then we were like, "Well, fire snake, gonna go get it," and then we got it. The fire snake. Very easily. Nobody even got hurt. Everything was fine. Everything went very well. Very good. I feel like I'm missing some things. It was a long day. I didn't get and then there were more fire snakes that were coming our direction. No, there was another there was a tender. I forget. I don't know what their name was, but they were there running. And then they were fine because we saved them because we're the best. And then more fire snakes. They were like, running from apparently a very big fire mountain thing, and it's moving. And it's coming towards us, and it's big, and I don't like it. Doesn't seem too terribly friendly.
I think what's causing Pez's memory loss here is being stared down by a moving volcano. So can't really recap what's happened when you're trying to run away from something that is very, very large and very, very angry. So last time you guys had the, I believe the bats was last time. There was this magic orb that had like summoned a swarm of these ember bats. And Tever, one of the tenders, was taking you to the Ashen Grove. Which is this large burned out plain of ash and fire creatures, and you were there to look for one of Tever's teachers, another tender. And in your research, you were able to find a trail of where this beastie may have come from, or where it had been going, and you find out that it's a giant ash snake. And then in fighting the ash snake, you are able to defeat it and save another tender named Tim Roberts. That's right, Tim Roberts the tender. And at the very end, I think I'll just, since it's been a while, we'll just read the prompt again, huh? We'll just do that. We'll just do that again. So, the earth shakes, nearly knocking you and your companions from your feet. All around you, ash snakes erupt through massive mounds of ash. They rear up, emitting terrifying hisses, a sound so shrill it's as though the air were being rent. As the ash snakes encircle you, there's a deep rumble. Less violent, but full of power. The creatures hesitate for a moment, until another more powerful tremor shakes even their massive bodies. The ash snakes flee, heading south and burrowing into the ash. The tremors continue to gain in momentum and intensity. To the north, miles away, something gigantic rises from a bed of cinders. First a hill, then a small mountain, releasing a plume of ash that blocks the sun. As the dust clouds settle, you see a huge creature made of craggy black rock and pulsing orange magma. It bellows a guttural sound unlike anything you've ever heard and begins to march toward your position. What would you like to do?
think we should leave?
I mean, where are we gonna go? If we go somewhere, it's just gonna follow us. If we go back to Alderheart, it's just gonna follow us to Alderheart. Where are we gonna go? What are we gonna do?
Away from that? What else do you want to do?
We didn't think we could take down fire bats. We did. We didn't think we could take down a snake, big fire snake. We did.
Oh no. Tever turns, grabs Tim Roberts' hand, and begins running.
I'll be honest. I don't think that's the best idea, Lucky. A giant snake is one thing, and this is otherworldly.
It is an entire mountain that is. How are we supposed to stop a mountain?
Where are we supposed to go?
I don't know.
I don't think it would pause all the way. We should probably just look and see what happens.
Well, maybe we should. Where is the least civilized civilization? We shouldn't go back to Alderheart, but if we go south, that would go back to Winnowing Reach. Eh? We should not. Where?
Lucky's gonna. What if the Tinders know somewhere to go? What if they just? Did they have a hideout place? Did they have somewhere to go? What?
I don't
They are
remember.
already about a good 15 feet running that way.
DM, I don't remember. Is Ashbarrow rather, still a functioning civilization?
You are not entirely sure.
Not entirely sure.
The Perch Guard has been dispatched to that area to assist in whatever way they can.
Uh-huh.
News hasn't necessarily come back yet.
Got it. And was that where the militia were specifically going? At the
That-
very beginning of the campaign?
At the very beginning, that's where the militia was specifically going and had returned from.
And had, well,
Well,
two people had returned.
yeah, like one of them.
Yeah. I think Eli would look at Dagonet and just, we could try Ashbarrow. That's to the south. It's a little bit out of the way of Winnowing Reach and Meadowfin. I mean, I think that's our best bet as far as civilization goes.
Well, if that thing coming at us is any indication, there might not be an Ashboro left, eh?
Well, if it is, we gotta let them know it's coming. Either way.
Yeah, either way. And I mean, if it provides some answers as to the militia, then hey, there we go. That's another thing to check off our list of things to set right. But yeah, I think we should scoot. This is looking.
The creature is approaching closer and closer. You know now, as you look back at it, something large is flying through the air towards your direction. Please roll me dexterity saving throws.
Cool.
Oh,
Lucky 16, Dagonet 9,
Technically.
Pez 20, and Eli 11. An enormous boulder, just full of magma and rock, hits the ground behind you. And it hits a couple of you, spraying you with liquid magma and debris.
You didn't say it right.
Liquid hot magma.
Thank you, DM.
6. Thankfully for you, that's 3d10, and I almost rolled minimum damage on that, but 6 for Dagonet and Eli, and 3 for Lucky and Pez. Fire damage. It moves inexorably forward, closer and closer the sound becoming almost deafening as the roar of the fire and the heat escaping from this mountain approaches. What do you do?
I mean, the moment Lucky's singed, he's cloak off, wiping anything that's hot singe off of him, and then running over to Eli and like gonna be trying to knock off any of the singe ash that's like on him, burning him, and being like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Right. Thanks. Thank you. And
So,
yeah.
where are you going? Are you following Tever and Tim, who have made their way directly towards the forest?
Directly towards the forest. What, to the east?
Yeah. Essentially,
they're
if you were
gonna
to
go
if you were to look
through-
southeast, they're running directly towards Alderheart.
Don't think we can worry about them right now. I think
I just hope they, they stay together and hopefully they'll be safe.
I can only hope, eh? Oh, this is it's a little dicey, eh?
Yeah, you can say that again. Shoot. Yeah, we should. Let's go south.
I mean, the best thing we can say is if this thing's following us, if it follows us to Ashboro, then they have a chance to go to Alderheart and let them know what they saw, what happened. So.
That's a good point, Lucky. TM, does it look like it's following us?
It looks like it's having trouble deciding whether or not it's going to follow Tever and Tim, or if it's going to follow you. You're not sure what could make it decide, but currently you're closer, and you're still directly in line with Tever and Tim.
Do we want to lure it with us?
Well, if it is away from Alderheart, then I guess it better come with us. We better make sure.
God,
Is there an
I
ocean
really
nearby?
didn't want you to say that. There's not an ocean nearby.
I'm going to put you guys on the world map just so you know what's going on, all right? So you
Thanks.
kind of know where you are. That X is where you are.
Mm-hmm.
That red X there. Now, Tever and Tim here, they're running east. They're going directly into the woods and into Alderheart. If you go south, you're going to be heading directly towards Meadowfen and Winnowing Reach. So it's a gamble here on how far this thing is going to be able to follow you, or willing to follow you. It's moving, as you can see, slowly, but it reaches far with those boulders.
I cast Thaumaturgy.
Okay, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna taunt it. I'm gonna try and get it to follow us.
Okay, what do you Thaumaturgy, minor wonder, assign a supernatural power within range. You create one of the following magical effects. Your voice booms?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, what do you say to this volcano?
Hey, you big dumb volcano, this way! Oh, God damn it.
In response, a boulder comes hurtling through the air, and I'm going to need another dexterity saving throw from everyone.
Yeah, okay, great.
Yeah, okay, oh, it's alright, fine. Oh. 22 for Pez. Dagonet with a 15. Eli, 18. Lucky with a 9. That's 16 points of fire damage. Lucky, you take all 16. Everyone else takes 8.
Oh.
Dagonet, go down.
Dagonet, too close to the boulder, even trying to dive out of the way, goes down.
Eli, seeing that Dagonet went down, is gonna take out his healer's kit, toss it to Lucky, and say, help him. I'm gonna buy you as much time as I can. And Eli's gonna run west.
Deeper into the ash or the scorched grove.
And is going to continue to scream at this thing, trying to get it
Using
attention away.
thaumaturgy.
He's gonna try. get he's gonna try and get as far away from the group as possible, and get the thing to follow him.
Okay. Dagonet, not Dagonet, sorry, Eli. Roll me either athletics or it's athletics. You're trying to outrun this thing. So how strong are you to outrun this thing?
Not great, Bob.
Not great. No, that's a 4. That's a 4. You find your footing on the ash to be rather difficult, and as you're trying to go faster, you're trying to get away, you're finding it incredibly hard to do so. Your pack is weighing you down, your weapons, the blades that you've picked up, all of your rations, everything is holding you back right now. But you are making noise and you are moving away. It's hard to tell whether or not this entity has taken any notice of you moving in some other direction. It's still very large, so it's still moving generally towards your group and Tever and Tim and you, right? It's a very large thing. So until you get further away, it's going to be harder to tell. So that's Eli right now. So let's do this. This may make it easier for everyone here. Can you guys, let's do remove all turns here, clear. I'm going to move us to the old map that we were just on, you guys, so you can select your tokens and roll me some turn order here. Let's get a little order. And then I'll bring you back to the map so you kind of know what's up. This is a very, very big mountain. Pez 20, Lucky with the 5, Eli 9, and Dagonet, did we get yours? Initiative? There we go, with a 7. Okay, just for your knowledge, guys, the entity will and Tever and Tim will all act at the top of the round. Okay, so Eli's just gone, but that's fine. So Pez, you're actually at the top of the order here. So what do you want to do?
Oh my word. Okay, so Dagonet is still on the ground.
Dagonet is still on the ground.
I'm gonna try to help Dagonet with the healing word, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead, cast healing word.
That one.
So you cast it at level 2, so 9 total hit points. Dagonet, you're conscious, choking on ash, and you see that Lucky is above you, and Pez is yelling this encouragement to you, and you're awake now. Pez, what else would you like to do?
Mountain's a bonus action. Healing word is just an instant thing, right? It's not a concentration.
Yep, nope. It's you're all good and done. So you've got action and movement here.
I'm gonna cast detect magic at the thing. If I can do that. Wait, what's the range on that? 30 feet.
30 feet. It is definitely not within 30 feet.
Nope,
if it was within 30 feet, all of you would have been dead already. The land would have swallowed you up. You can make a skill check here for it, an Arcana check.
What would that an Arcana check for?
For the entity, if you want to try and find out more about it, or if Pez knows something about it.
Oh. I don't know. So Eli is trying to run, but he's not having a very good time running. How far away is it, would you say?
It's going to be hard for you to tell because you're not entirely sure how large it actually is. It is close enough for it to be throwing giant boulders at you.
Okay.
If your spells are all 60 feet, it's definitely not within 60. It's definitely not within 120. But it's large enough to look like it might be.
Okay, I'm gonna do heroism on Dagonet. Oh, Dagonet is real spooky, but you're tough. You're tough. You got that armor. You look real good. Look great. Everything's fine.
It's a creature you touch. Dagonet has moved 30 feet away from you. Are you going to run after him? He's moving deeper into the Scorched Grove at
Oh
this
no,
point.
not that. You're talking about Eli.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're talking about Dagonet. Yeah.
My bad. Dagonet. Heroism.
what do you
You
mean
got it.
run?
Yeah.
You got it. You got it. I'm getting my characters mixed up.
I
Good
ain't running
catch.
nowhere at the moment.
Yeah. Dagonet, you have been gifted some temporary hit points here on each of your turns. I believe you get 3 refreshing hit points. Is that correct, Pez?
It's my spell modifier, so it's 4.
Oh, okay. 4 it is. All right, Pez, you still have your movement. What do you want to do?
Shoot, I'm not seeing the map, but probably just trying to make sure everyone's getting up and then move away from the thing.
Right. So there's not really much of a map here, right? I've showed you.
Oh, okay.
You've got the Scorched Grove on a map in front of you, right?
Yeah.
You guys are at the X. To the edge of the Scorched Grove, maybe 200, 300 feet or something like that. You could probably get out. If you wanted to head directly towards the woods.
I kind of want to see if it'll follow us past the woods, but also don't want the woods to get set on fire. But also don't want to leave Eli. Maybe in a diagonal direction.
So
between the two.
more south than east, like towards Winnowing Reach.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay. Pez starts running south and east.
Make sure everybody's up though. I'm just gonna. I don't know.
Dagonet is still on the ground, but is conscious. Yes.
I mean, I would have helped out. I would have made sure that we're all linked together.
That's fine. Your movement can happen whenever everyone else is moving. That's fine. Okay. Eli, you're already done your thing. I'm just gonna say that your turn's happened for this. Okay. Dagonet, you're conscious and on the ground. What do you want to do?
Oh, that was mighty close. I think I blacked out a little bit. Before you go, can I have a hand up there? Very slowly get to his feet, and he is going to second wind.
Yes, absolutely. So roll me some of that second wind hit die.
Better than nothing.
4. Yeah, I mean, you have hit points now. This is very important.
Back at what I started the session with.
There you go.
Yeah, I guess we better go after Eli. We can't leave him out in the open, and he's just gonna hobble his way as much as he can.
So you're following Eli.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check.
Oh boy. Oh.
16. Dagonet, being as strong as they are, even in full armor with a full pack, Eli, you kind of get caught up to. Dagonet's moving pretty swift for a hobbling guy. But you are now both going deeper into the Scorched Grove. Uncharted territory lies ahead.
Why would you do this? I was trying to lead it away from you.
Oh, that was I am doing it too. Yeah, I thought we were doing it together. I can't leave you alone out here like this. That is mad.
You are the greatest friend.
Okay. Lucky, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
So Lucky has seen Pez run one direction, right?
Well, so I'm gonna give Pez the option here, since this isn't a combat scenario and she hasn't had to move at all, really. Pez is going to get to make their decision on who they're going to follow after you make your decision.
I thought she ended her turn saying that she ran a certain.
I'm giving everyone the benefit of the doubt that they either decide to go with the group or they can make a decision about where they want to go after seeing where people have gone.
Okay. Having been hustled upon, thinking he was gonna get some healing in and learn some medicine time. Not really. He's like caught these bandages, has like gone down. Him himself, all of his fur is practically burned off. He is definitely like very injured, and it's just like Eli said to heal him. Eli said to heal him. So he's like going down to heal Dagonet, and then like from the middle of nowhere, the sounds of like comes in, and she heals him instead. So he's like, oh, right. And he like pockets the bandages, like, okay, maybe next time. And then if he sees Dagonet run after Eli, then he's like, yeah, definitely gotta get. He can't deal it by himself, and like is choosing to run with Dagonet. And I don't really have any action at the moment that I would like to take, but a bonus action I would like to take is team tactics, where I can choose to use my help action.
Yes.
Focus on somebody, and I would essentially, knowing that Dagonet and I both, and himself both got wobbled by this massive boulder, he's gonna like, essentially any sort of like running quicker or like dodging a boulder if it comes, like he's just gonna kind of keep an eye on Dagonet to be like, okay, you can't get hit again, and like help a dodge if it happens again.
Yeah, and it works until your next turn. Yeah, absolutely, sounds good. And then you're gonna start running after your friends here.
Yeah.
All right, roll me an athletics check.
Sweet. Wee. Great. 21.
Yeah, it's so Dagonet has like hobbled quickly up to where Eli is, and Lucky is just like, it's like when a small rabbit doesn't disturb the snowpack that they're on. Lucky is so quick and light on their feet that the ash is not even disturbed under them as they swiftly run to your position.
He like catches up. He's like, all right, we gotta catch up with Eli, okay? We gotta take care of him. He can't handle that big guy by himself.
All right, so Pez, are you going to follow the group here deeper into the Scorched Grove?
Oh my god, I hate it. I hate it so much. But I like to not be by myself, and they're over there. So, yep.
So you head west into unmapped Scorched Grove territory, running from a monstrosity. You started running, but because it's been 2 rounds where they've been in range of the boulders, it means there's at least 1 round left where they're still in range of the boulders. Please roll me dexterity saving throws as another giant boulder comes flying through the air at your position. Because you are now all together. Dagonet with a 14, Pez with a 6, Lucky with a 24. Eli?
Roll 20 is not.
Oh.
It's not.
It's not?
doing the thing.
It's not doing a thing?
It's not. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
God,
It's a 2.
I wish it just didn't.
Oh, okay. And Eli with a 2. That's 22 for Eli, for Pez, and for Dagonet. As an enormous boulder.
This is down.
Eli's down.
Dag is down again.
Okay. Lucky, are you the only one still up? What would you like to do?
I gave Dagonet advantage on your roll.
True.
The help
Dagonet, you have
option.
advantage on the rolls, so you can roll it 1 more.
Don't leave me by myself.
A 9. Dagonet, you're 1 off succeeding the throw on the 14.
I know his face is in the dirt.
Yeah. And now everyone's in the ash.
Hey, could I?
Lucky. Yes, Pez?
Could I try Faded with that?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Wait, did you use Faded in any of the fights in the last session?
No.
Then use Faded.
It's the same
A 6. Never mind. That is... Fate wants you to have a 6, is all I know out of this. Fate wants Pez in the ash.
That's fine.
Okay. Lucky? What would you like to do here? As for memory jogging, I think someone has healing potions on them. I'm not sure if Lucky took spells of healing as a ranger. So it's up to you. What would you like to do?
Or was that the potion of fire resistance?
The fire.
That's
And
fire.
fire.
You guys have healing potions from other things, I think. if you guys kept track in your loot.
I'm on my jacket.
You got them on your patch.
Ew.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that.
Okay.
Sorry.
But I don't think anyone else but you knows what's on your jacket.
Yeah. Okay. Lucky is going to have a very hard choice in character because literally would leave normally. And he's going to try to use Eli's healing pack on Pez because he knows Pez can heal. And then he is how many actions can I take? Is that one action? Can I
So
take another
a
action?
healing. Do you have proficiency in medicine?
No, but what else can it do?
The best that you can do with. So this is just for your player knowledge and for everyone else in chat that might not know. If you do not have proficiency for this using a healer's pack or the healer feat, there's an entire feat that actually does healing with the healer's kit. You can stabilize using a charge from a healer's kit.
Essentially
you
making
cannot
sure they're
heal
not
them.
unconscious,
Not-
though.
They are unconscious, but they're not dying.
And they have to roll.
They don't have to roll death saves. They are stable.
They have no action on their turn. Essentially, they're unconscious.
Correct. They are still on the ground. So you can ensure that they're currently not dying.
As I dodge boulders.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is gonna take me a minute to figure out because I am in a very sticky situation right now.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. An 18.
As you watch all of your friends fall around you and the ash from the boulder explodes in front of you, it begins to settle, and you note now that you're the only one standing, and there's movement in the ash. Tever comes blowing through the ash cloud, immediately gets down on his hands and knees, and begins casting. You look towards the beast, and you note that Tim Roberts is running towards it.
Are they? What range are they in?
What range?
Yeah, like how close? Are they to me?
Tever is literally next to you
Okay.
with hands on Dagonet.
Uh,
Tim is running away from you and is probably 150 feet, close to 200, and is running towards the entity.
Lucky is gonna like angry yell at Tever and be like, essentially like yell at him like, "It's nice for you to show up now. Everybody's down. Where did you go before? You guys were just running away. We were trying to protect you guys and take it away from you." Like he's like angry about it, that they just like abandoned ship in the middle of it all, and going to use the health kit and try to he's got his hands on Pez, trying to heal her Dagonet.
Dagonet currently.
Pez, still same plan. Because
Okay.
Lucky's, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not
Roll
gonna
me
abandon.
roll me medicine.
That's nice.
You're not sure even where to start.
He doesn't care. He's still trying.
Yep. So you start bandaging, just bandaging.
Just wrapping it around her face, just
Mhm,
anywhere that
mhm.
seems like it's damaged, and just
Yep.
shouting at Tever.
There's like burns from like the magma and stuff on her skin. It's really painful looking, but you're trying your best to just get whatever you can done. Tever has ignored you yelling at him and seems to be muttering under his breath, and this green glow comes from his hands and fades through Dagonet's armor. And Dagonet, you feel infused with life. You recover 7 hit points
From 0?
from 0.
Good.
Yeah, from 0. Tever then speaks a little bit louder and looks over to where Eli has fallen. And with his bonus action, casts Healing Word. Eli, you have 4 hit points. You are all conscious and there. Tim, and I think the only one that's conscious enough to actually realize and recognize this at this point in time, Lucky, you hear a huge boom, like a thunderclap, in the direction of the entity. And you note now Tim Roberts far away, and ash just exploding out from him. And you lose him in the cloud.
Where did he go? What is he doing? He's like shelling at Pez. Or not at Pez, at Trevor.
Trevor looks at us. No. We go now. No.
Where we
Fastest way out of here. Let's go. Get them up now. And he's like trying to haul Dagonet up, but Dagonet's really large and Trevor's very weak. But he's pulling as hard as he can to get Dagonet's heavy butt off the ash.
Lucky's gonna try to help lift whoever. I mean, like,
Pez is in front of you.
Yeah.
Pez is currently not conscious yet.
Well, then he's starting to drag her.
Yep. Okay. And Eli, you're conscious, not up yet. And this puts us at Pez, top of the turn order. You need to roll me a death saving throw, please.
Just taking a nap. I just clicked the death save button.
Yep, that'll do it. It's a 2, so it's only 1 fail.
Cool.
So you can mark 1 on your sheet there.
Neat.
Eli, you're conscious on the ground. You feel awful. There's ash everywhere. You're coughing. You can't really see anything, but you're alive somehow.
Great.
What would you like to do?
He's gonna get up. He's gonna look back at the creature. What does he see? I mean, can he see Tim Roberts running toward it?
You, I think, are too late in getting up. Like, I feel like everyone's coming to consciousness right after this, whatever this thunderclap sound is. All you see is ash in front of this thing, and it rising above it, still coming towards you. But you do note, as you get up and look around, you see Tever. Tever is there, trying to drag Dagonet to their feet.
Eli is gonna rush over and help Dagonet up with Tever.
Yeah,
and,
you guys both, with help, are able to get Dagonet back to their feet. And Tever's like, "Now we have to go. It doesn't run." And he points to the left, to the east, and towards the forest. And he seems to be kind of like stumbling over his words. He does that normally anyways, but like even in his terror, he's stumbling a little bit more. He seems to be trying to tell you something of importance, but is way too terrified right now to do so.
Tever, we can't bring that thing back to the forest. The entire thing will light up.
It won't go. 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 And he looks over to Pez and sees them on the ground. He's like, I don't have anything left.
I got it. And Eli will run over and cast. Not inflict wounds. That would be bad.
Ooh, Cure wounds. 10. Pez, you have 10 hit points. You've like been weirdly mummied. You're like part of your body is just like wrapped in gauze, maybe a little bit over your face and eyes, and you're like, so when you wake up, everything's kind of dark and weirdly hazy, and you're
also being dragged.
And you're also being dragged through the ash.
Good morning.
You're alive. Our healing worked. Our healing worked, Eli. We did great.
Yeah,
Is it
we
good?
did great, Lucky. We gotta.
Is it over?
We gotta haul. We gotta go.
No.
Dang damn it. I'm trying to just scramble up like, oh.
Yes. No. He's gonna buy us some time. We have to go now. It won't go. The woods. It's safe. Go. We have to.
Once Pez is up, Lucky's gonna go and try to help with Dagonet too.
Yep. Dagonet is disoriented, having been down twice in very swift succession. But as an old grizzled warrior, is ready to hobble their way out.
Just points me in the right direction and gives me a little push, eh?
Okay.
Following him to the forest.
His better work. The other plan did not go so well.
Tever is like, this time, instead of just running, he's dragging you guys now. I think he's probably got Eli by like the shoulders. Now! I need athletics checks from everyone, please. Lucky with a 20, Dagonet with an 18. Pez with a 5.
Oop.
And Eli with a 16. Okay. I think Pez still hasn't necessarily gotten up yet, so is still kind of being dragged. But Lucky is in full panic mode, dragging Pez through the ash. Pez eventually gets to their feet and begins running along with them as well. And behind you, as you run away, another enormous thunderclap happens. And ash is kicked up and around, but you still see this entity moving closer and closer to your position. But you're not sure what's happening in that ash cloud. This puts us back at the top. Pez, let's see. I need you to... Let's see. Roll me Dex or athletics for this next one. And then, well, actually, do me this. Roll me a d20.
Okay.
A natural 1. You slip.
Yep.
The ash gives way underneath you, probably
legs
into
are small.
some kind of hole burrowed by one of the creatures here. Roll me a acrobatics or give me a strength or dex saving throw.
I got little legs.
13. You're able to get your leg out from the hole, but your speed is halved for this round.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Hmm. I'll just healing word on myself.
Yeah, speaking words of encouragement to yourself as you're running through the ash.
Okay, bud.
Come on, Pez, you can do it. Are you meaning to cast these at level 2?
Oh, I did it wrong where I decreased my level 1 spell slot instead of my level 2. So I fixed that. There. That should be level 1. Did I do that one at level 1?
Okay, it's 6. You got 6 on both of them for the level 1 portion, so
Okay.
you're good. It's 6, it's more. It's a pretty good roll. Okay, all right. Eli, you watch as Pez slips and kind of falls a little bit behind you. Tever is still dragging you along by your shirt sleeves. What do you want to do here? And roll me a d20. A natural 1. You guys might be just running along like an open cavern underneath you, burrowed by one of these snake creatures. And you as well almost fall through the ash. Please roll me a dexterity or strength saving throw to keep yourself upright. An 8. Your leg fully underneath the ash now. You fall. Tever watches you. He like turns around as like you're yanked out of his hands and sees you halfway in there and starts trying to drag you out. Roll me a athletics check. 20. You're able to get out of the hole, but your speed is 0 for this round.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Cry.
I feel that. It's a little warm, though. Everything evaporates before it even hits your cheeks there, bud. Sorry.
Sure
Dagonet, roll me a d20. A 7. Okay. You catch yourself on a rock, kicking it with one of your metally booted feet now. Roll me dexterity saving throw to stop yourself from tripping. A 12, perfect, yes. You stop yourself from, you kick it, and maybe you're too strong, and you like uproot this entire rock, and it comes like out of the ash, but you're able to keep going. That guy is so strong, like a bulldozer. What else, do you want to do anything else with your turn, or are you just moving?
Yeah, he's gonna see Pez kind of slow down,
Mm-hmm.
Can he scoop Pez up and carry her?
Just for this turn or as long as possible?
As long as she's willing.
Your speed will be halved while you're carrying someone.
I got fancy boots.
You have fancy boots?
Those magic
You have
boots.
fancy boots?
What do those magic
Appreciate
boots do
yourself,
again?
Those magic boots.
I'm pretty sure you do have magic boots that do something really cool with your speed.
Where did I write that down?
I would have to go look up what those boots are again.
Boots of speed.
Were they boots of speed?
That's all
See if I have it in my old notes. Hang on.
written. I don't remember what it does.
Boots of speed. Use a bonus action, click the heels together. They double your speed. And any creature that makes it an opportunity attack against you has disadvantage on the roll. It has 10 minutes of time.
So if I'm carrying her, that's just normal speed?
Yep. You'll be moving normal speed.
Yeah, that's plan.
So, using your bonus action, you click these boots together, and Dagonet all of a sudden becomes faster than anyone else in the party. Scoops up Pez out of the ash, and just begins moving. It's very quickly, hobbling very fast.
Let's go, Pez. We don't want you in the ash any longer, eh?
Actually, look at you. I knew you were strong and buff and very brave. What's around here?
Lucky. Roll me a d20. The only one that hasn't gone down yet here, huh? A 9. 9? Okay. This one's just kind of funny and random. In your distraction, an ember bat comes flying down into your face. Roll me a dexterity saving throw to dive out of the way.
Right! That's a 15, sir!
You definitely get out of the way. You roll underneath it, come popping back up, and you have your full speed for the turn.
Lucky seeing everybody and himself essentially
Just roll above a 10, please. Goddamn. That's all you have to do.
failing to navigate this ash, he's gonna use his turn to essentially like scout ahead on solid ground, 'cause he's
You are
done
super,
okay
super
on that.
quick. Sure. Yes. Roll me whatever is better, survival or perception.
Okay, they're the same. I feel like survival would be the
15. You pick a path, and you let your party know to follow you, and you have picked successfully for the next round a path ahead.
Okay. I think
So they will not have to roll.
as my bonus action, I feel like Lucky would be like, you guys come this way, and then like it's gonna nudge on Eli to try to get him up, but using a bonus action for the help action again for team tactics.
Okay, sure.
if I can.
Sure.
Let me make sure it's not a
Yeah.
once a day or something. No. Okay,
I
yeah.
believe it's is it a bonus action thing?
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Okay.
So he's like telling everybody this path, and this is gonna drag on Eli's arm. This way. And
Yeah.
you're gonna have advantage on your next ability check. So.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, cool. For the next turn, if Eli has to make an ability check, he'll have
Yeah.
advantage. Okay. So back at the top of the round, another thunderclap. Boom! Behind you. Ash kicked up in all directions. And Tever's, oh poor Tim. Tim, go. And Ash is kicked up around behind you. The entity, you seem to have gotten to the point where it stayed the same distance behind you, but it is still moving onwards. Pez, it's your turn. You do not have to roll a d20 on this round because you are in Dagonet's arms, who is also following Lucky. You just sit there. So, roll me a perception check.
Just hanging out.
Yeah. You get a nice free ability check on this round. That's a natural 1. I think Pez, are you a very brave bird?
No.
Pez has buried themselves in Dagonet's like armor and like pack strap and is like holding on like this, trying to cover themselves up from the horrors of everything around them.
Just droop your neck down.
Yeah, you just like fluff and feathers just popping up like from here, and you're just down as far as possible. Yeah.
Don't let me roll.
Yeah, you guys have had. This has been tough. This has been tough. Okay. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Pez? Just you're along for the ride.
Just trying to get out, right?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yep. Hanging
Okay.
out.
Eli, you don't have to roll this turn. You are following Lucky as they drag you along over the ash here. Tever basically in a train behind you, holding on for dear life and running along with you. Is there anything you want to do on this turn? Because your run is free right now.
Yeah, I'm looking for something that I could do for free and not have to roll for because God knows that's not gonna pan out. Let's How close
Lets you know.
am I to Dagonet carrying Pez?
How close are you to Dagonet carrying Pez? They're probably just kind of like off to the like. They're probably just right behind you since you're all kind of snaking behind Lucky at this point. So Dagonet is going to be right behind you. Well, behind Tever, behind you.
Okay. If possible, I'd like to like slow my pace enough to get next to Dagonet and tap him on the shoulder and just say, "You got this, buddy." And just cast guidance.
Yeah, so
All
once
I could
before
do
the
without
guidance
ruining
spell
something.
ends, the target can add a D4 and add it to one ability check. It lasts for a minute as long as Eli is concentrating on it. Okay.
And how's Lucky doing? Haven't checked on my buddy in a while.
You see Lucky is leading the way, bravely as possible.
He's leading the way, but he is singed, bruised, battered. Probably hobbling quite a bit, but not wanting anybody to notice, so a little brave.
Okay. Eli's gonna quicken his pace slightly and keep right behind Lucky so that Lucky cannot see that he is dad watching Lucky. But Eli's dad watching Lucky and making
Eli's
sure
dad Lucky. Yes.
Little fella stays up.
Yeah. Proud dad right now making their way through the ash following.
Proud, terrified beyond all hell, but god damn it, I'm proud. Anyway, that's my turn, man.
Okay. Dagonet, what would you like to do? You have a free run this round.
Oh, it will be all right, Pez. We'll get everyone out. You just keep trucking. I don't think he's gonna try and do anything else so he doesn't mess anything else
Yeah.
up.
Like if you turn around too much, you might just fall. So like it's really tough to do anything.
One track mind at the moment.
Yeah, run. Yeah, absolutely. Totally. Okay. Lucky, this brings us all the way back to you. What would you like to do here?
I keep bleeding. Seems to be the most successful choice that he's made.
Looking ahead, you see that the forest is coming up quickly. You guys are moving fast. Again, roll me the perception or the survival check here if you want to try and keep everyone from having to roll again. That is a natural 1. Lucky, roll me a d20.
Oh, damn right.
You guys, I think at this point, Lucky, you're turned around. You're trying to see where Eli went. You were dragging him along, and he's like back with Dagonet, patting them on the shoulder. And as soon as you turn around, you see the forest looming up in front of you, and you're like, huh? And then you run through a cloud of gnats, and you're like, roll me dexterity saving throw.
I
Deem
invoke speak
discretion.
with bugs and tell them to fuck off.
If I eat some of these bugs, do I gain HP?
Protein.
We're not an RPG. Okay. Yes, a 10 is enough for you to be and you can still kind of see through the haze that all the bugs in your face, and you continue running out into the woods now. You are now running into the Humblewood.
Am I
Okay.
still successfully leading them though, or did I abandon them with that bad roll?
You did not abandon them, but they will have to roll this round.
Lucky
The natural one is not enough on that survival.
Oh, yeah. Lucky
to
still
lead
thinks,
them.
though, that they're like.
Oh,
he's,
absolutely.
You know, now he's like, we
Yeah.
made it, guys, not even realizing that they're like.
Yeah. You are the best natural born leader you know. And so you lead. Is there anything else you want to accomplish with this turn? You do have action, bonus action.
For RP sakes, I would say that because he's convinced that he's made it to the woods, everybody else has, so there's not a help to expend at this point because we've made it.
Right, he's like, everyone's here. We're in the woods.
Yeah.
Everyone's here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That puts us back at the top of the round. And unlike the last 3 tops of the round, it is eerily silent. There is no thunderclap. And you can kind of hear Tever whimper a little bit, but they kind of brush off their eyes and continue running forward. We get this shot of like everyone making it to the woods, right? And we see the shot backwards of this mountain looming up and the ash falling away underneath them, settling now, finally, because there is not another boom. And there is no sign of Tim Roberts. Pez, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Dragon is still carrying me. Seems you're doing a pretty good job.
Which is why you're not rolling currently.
I'm not gonna
So-
complain.
Okay. Do you want to do anything else? Do you want to perceive something? Do you want to speak words of encouragement to someone? Do you want to...
You know, that's a good idea. I have bardic inspiration. Dagonet, you are doing so great. I'm just gonna stay here. This is nice. Look at you. Keep on trucking. You're beautiful. Bardic inspiration. Dagonet, where's the button? Where's the button for bardic inspiration?
You don't roll the inspiration. They do. And they
Oh,
will use it
just
when
a-
they need it. Yep. So it's a D6, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
So, Dagonet, you have a D6
there
to use on any ability check right now. For the next 10 minutes, I believe, is when it's active.
Yes.
Okay. Eli, what do you want to do? And also roll me a D20.
Doesn't really rightly matter what I want to do as long as the dice they tell me it's a 10.
That's a 10! Oh my god, he's done it! Nothing happens this round. What would you like to do?
I don't know, man. Fucking. All right, so Lucky breached the.
Yeah, you're
bosom of the
directly behind
forest.
them now too. So you're like over the threshold of the wood, right? It's like how we saw that one battle map with the fire bats, right? You have this edge where the ashen plane stops and the desiccated trees start fading away into just solid green. And there's more and more trees and bushes and things as you go farther and closer into the forest itself.
Just gonna run in. I mean, I'll take a quick glance around and see that everybody's okay and nobody needs to like be picked up. But I'm just gonna keep booking it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You continue to run. Tever holding on for dear life. Dagonet, roll me a d20. $15. Perfect. Nothing happens this round. You continue to carry Pez. So you're running your normal speed now. So everyone right now is using their actions to dash, essentially. you're double moving, which Dagonet, the only reason you're allowed to do that with Pez is because of those boots, dang it. And you guys are just moving along at a pretty serious clip here. Lucky. Roll me a d20. An 8. Something, weirdly enough, has spooked some animals in the forest, and a group of deer come bounding across your path, and you collide into one of them, getting pitched over the top.
What do we go into then?
Your speed is halved for this round. As these deer, like, you know, if you've ever been in a car accident that involved deer, they don't seem to care about anything, and they just bound away.
But Lucky's
Crazy.
inner, I was lucky it came out, and he's he's probably half speed more of anger than actual.
He's gesturing like Volt and get out of here, stupid deer. It's rats with antlers. God. Okay. And that puts us back at the top of the round. You guys are now moving deeper into the forest here, and you're noting that this entity is approaching the edge of the ashen plains of the Scorched Grove. And it begins to enter the forest, leaving this wake of fire and destruction behind it as you all continue to run as swiftly as possible back to Alderheart. Pez, finally risking a glance backwards, notes that it's no longer gaining, and it's hard to see through the trees, but there is definitely a line of devastation behind you, reaching into the forest. But the entity seems to have stopped pursuing. For the moment, at least.
It looks like it's stopped, but we should probably keep running just in case.
I feel like the combo of exhaustion, adrenaline drop once we're in the woods, and having anger at the deer, Lucky kind of like stumbles to a stop, and it's just like, like just panting at a tree. Just, what just happened? I think he's just mad about it, and probably starting to feel the searing pains of his wounds a little bit and stuff.
I think a lot of you are.
Before Lucky, or just as Lucky's maybe starting to come down from the adrenaline, Eli is going to come up to him and very gently lay that one. That's the one.
That's
Lay
the
a
one?
level 2 cure wounds on you.
Cure wounds. I was just about to mention this. Lucky had been the only one so far that had been hit by one of these molten rocks from falling from the sky, spraying this everywhere, who had not been magically healed yet.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone else feels like they've got like 3rd degree sunburn on all of those
I
locations due to magical healing. But Lucky has had to run with this searing pain of this magma all over their body until now, where it is finally lessened. That is 12 points of healing, Lucky.
I feel like Lucky, as soon as Eli like touches him and he feels like the healing happen, and probably with that healing, like it's a little bit of almost moment of distress, like it's gone. Lucky breaks down in tears and like hugs Eli, and he's like, "You were dead out there. You were dead, man. I don't no more, Dad. No more. I don't." He like can't find the words, but is absolutely distraught that his single best friend in this world was dead in front of him, and he's just like overcome and cries about it. Just sob. I can't force tears, but he's, you know.
It's okay. I got him. It's fine. You're breaking my heart.
He's just.
Yeah.
It's a lot, man,
No.
to see your entire team down, but your best friend too, and now just it's a lot.
Eli, for one of these very rare moments in his life, doesn't say anything. And he just sort of warmly hugs Lucky and maybe just gently like strokes the back of his head, just
Like he
is
like
there
wipes
for
snot
him.
away, and he's like, "Just
Yeah.
don't do that against me, man. Just don't. You can't just leave. You can't just throw your medicine pack at me and then leave to go chase this volcano. I mean, like, what were you gonna do? You were just gonna go out there and not come back? You can't do that. I can't. No. No.
I'm sorry. You're okay. We're okay.
What we gonna do now?
We're okay. It's okay.
I tried to
Doug,
heal. I
figure
tried
it
to heal
out.
Pez. I couldn't do it.
It's all right. We'll figure it out.
Sorry, I yelled at you, Tever. Sorry.
You note that Tever is head and hands sitting on a stump, and you do note some of the telltale signs of someone crying. It seems that he hasn't even noticed that you've addressed him in any way.
He came in. He saved you guys. I didn't know what
I
to
know.
do. He came in and he saved you guys. I don't know where his buddy is. I don't know where Tim is. I did see him for a minute, but he was going towards the volcano, and there was a big puff of clouds of ash, and I don't know what happened after that.
We should get back to Alderheart. I think we bit off more than we could chew.
All right, man.
I think with that brings us into our first break for DieFall Alderheart episode 15. We will be right back. Well, hey guys, thank you for tuning into DieFall Alderheart episode 15. Been a bit of a stressful one, huh? If you're new to the channel, think about hitting that follow button. If you'd like to get caught up in any of our other shows or streams or anything like that, you can head on over to the YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/runawayrobot. You can also find us on Spotify, iTunes, and SoundCloud in podcast format if you would like to listen to any of our other previous shows as well as this one and catch up in an audio-only format. If you do so, please do think about following those and liking those and leaving comments behind, because that helps us out a great deal. I'd like to again reiterate that we do have a Patreon, and our newest member, H Burns 2015. Thank you so much for becoming a patron. You can have access to, well, the cast. There's post shows, there's art every month. You can have a recurring NPC. You can suggest NPC names to just be used at random throughout every one of our shows. And all of that money goes directly to the cast to pay them for their time and their talents. Even if their talents at rolling dice are, well, maybe a little terrible. Again, thank you guys for tuning in this evening. We'll be right back with part 2 of DieFall Alderheart episode 15. Welcome back to DieFall Alderheart episode 15. The party survived. One of our NPCs may not have. The forest is a little tore up. But you know, the party's alive. And on their way back to Alderheart, I believe, after they recover a little bit. Maybe grab a daytime snack. And head on back to the big tree at the center of the forest.
Short rest.
You can, if you would like to use that as a short rest, we can definitely say you guys had a short rest. Yes. If there's anything else that you would like to have accomplished during that short rest, whatever conversations you'd like to have, you can absolutely do that as well.
Sorry.
But yeah, you can take a short rest if you guys want to roll some hit die. You can do so. Just click hit die on the character sheet there. So I'll pop back over to the stats page so check and see. So Eli's got a 5, 10, and a 9. That's a lot of hit points coming back.
I have trust issues, robot.
Pez has 7 back. Dagonet crits, gets 12 hit points back on 1 hit die. It's pretty tasty. That's pretty tasty. All right. As you guys sit and rest in this area, you note behind you a large part of the forest has been burned away in the wake of this enormous entity. But it seems to have somehow mysteriously given up the chase. As your short rest comes to a close and you've caught your breath a little bit, maybe had a little bit of food, you guys want to head back to Alderheart? Yeah? Okay. Head back to somewhat home. Yeah, I think we jump ahead to your arrival at Alderheart. It's late in the evening now. The tree is relatively quiet, except for some of the the workers that are either tending to some of the mechanisms to raise and lower the platforms, or some people still traveling out and about. But it is late in the evening. You note that in your I think you were gone, what, 4 days or something like that? That the construction on the lower portions of the Roots neighborhood has continued. It is still somewhat of a shanty town, but there is signs of solid construction down in this portion of Alderheart now. You guys want to head up into the tree itself? What's the plan here? Yeah? Okay. You head upwards. What floor are you going to? You going all the way up to the council? Do you want to go to an inn? What do you want to do? The time is yours right now.
What time of day is it again? I'm sorry.
Late evening by the time you make it back. It's a full press basically back to Alderheart. There was a sense of urgency at the time, right?
Well, I think that we should rouse the council. I think this is. I don't think this can wait till morning.
Agreed. Yeah, I think we would do a march up there. It sounds like. Where? So were the tenders located in Alderheart or no?
So if you would ask Tever, he would tell you that there are sects around the Humblewood.
Got it.
They generally devote their life to figuring out what's wrong, why the ash hasn't led to new life, trying to keep it at bay from spreading further.
Right.
But no, they're not stationed specifically in Alderheart, but they do have representatives in Alderheart.
Do they have some sort of like a hall in Alderheart?
Do they have a hall in Alderheart? Not specifically, no. They didn't have somewhere to stay. There was the place where Havel was staying, the one inn. They don't have like there's not a guild hall for them or a temple of any kind.
How much is a night at that hotel? Would we know?
At that hotel, it's a standard inn.
We took over our
which
room.
Oh, you gave it to Havel?
Right.
Oh, that's you guys were at a place getting drinks, and you gave him the room when
That's
you left.
right.
So yeah, so they're at the half full cup.
Okay. Eli would like to escort Tever there
Okay, sure.
and give him like 5 silver
Okay.
and say, you have been through a great deal. Please find Havel
Yes?
Take some time for you.
Are we not going to the council? Am I not part of the report?
We are going to the council. I think you need a night.
I'm sorry, good Sir Eli, but I'm going to have to disagree with you. I will be going with you to the council to make my report. Havel can wait for me. It's fine. I was part of this, and I lost a dear friend. And I think you owe me the respect of attending to the council.
You already had my respect, Tever. But yeah, if you're all right with that, then I'm all right with that. Shall we?
Okay. So you guys head up to the top of the Alderheart tree, where at the top you see one of the familiar guards' faces, since you guys come and visit the council pretty often. He goes, well, the heroes of Alderheart have returned, and oh my, I'm begging your pardon, but you all look like shit.
We need to speak to the council.
That is pretty clear. I will rouse whoever's available. Do you have a preference, or do you need all of them? It's getting later. It's hard to get all of them together, but we can. What is the level of importance of the meeting, I guess, is what I'm asking you here.
As many as possible, if not all.
It's possible. I will send runners for as many as possible. Please come inside. Sit in the anteroom here, and I will come get you when they've arrived. Please have some rest. I will have some water and food brought for you as well. It seems that you may be needing some of that. So you guys enter the common room here, the little side anteroom. Again, the same one where you sat with Benisaridan before her trial, and where Bricio met you before sending you on your way out of Alderheart. And you sit and wait. And you wait for kind of some time. It seems that your request was taken to heart to have as many as possible in attendance. And so they seem to be waiting on some people to arrive. But eventually you are brought into the main chamber, Tever kind of fidgeting a little bit, hopping from foot to foot. But you are met with the council proper. There are 3 in attendance here. You have the speaker, Beta. Bricio is there, and a new representative that you do not recognize. They are a pronghorn servant. They have long, elegant antlers, 6 prongs, and wearing long green robes. It seems that the council has taken a serious look at their representation and have included a humble folk on their board. As you enter the room and settle in front of them, the speaker looks up to you and says, Yes, what is it then? You, oh my, you are all getting ash all over my council room. Bricio informed me of the task at hand, and that we were taking Tever's warnings seriously. What did you find other than mounds of ash?
Well, there was a lot of ash. There were also fire bats. The big swarm of them. Turns out there's an orb on the inside. I can't really elaborate on that, but to summarize, fire bats, ash snakes, walking volcano, magma monster. And we lost someone, Tim Roberts, and it is tragic.
The servant holds up a hand and says, I'm sorry, did you say walking volcano?
Unfortunately, yes, she did say that.
I know what it sounds like, but I assure you,
There's definitely strange magic afoot. We were all nearly crushed to death by it. I mean, we barely made it back.
Tever
For
pipes
what
his. It's some kind of elemental. I'm not sure. I haven't seen any that large in my lifetime. Not even when we were just practicing. But it is immense, and has torn a large swath of the forest to the northwest of here.
We all would have died if it weren't for Tever and Tim Roberts.
Yes, poor Tim. Tim Roberts. I'm not familiar with that name, but I assume one of your tender friends. Looks up. Yes. Yes. Was one of my master's friends actually. He bought us some time so we could run, and I'm almost positive he didn't make it out. He was one of the good ones, you know. Yes. An actual mountain. A volcano, you say? It's found itself in the scorched grove. That's interesting. And she gives a very curious look over to Bricio, and Bricio's got one eyebrow that has climbed very, very far up. Yes.
Not just that. We saw more fire bats, and there was an orb of some sort that was radiating heat, and there was snakes, like fire ash snakes. I mean, we took care of some, but there's a lot. When that volcano came, there was a lot of those ash snakes who came out of the ground, and then they left. That's how big it was. It's terrifying.
I'm not sure if these are all native to that area and they've just been.
Tever begins violently shaking his head. No. I don't believe any of us of the tenders have ever seen any of those ash snakes. Sometimes the fire bats, though, the ember bats will make their way, out into the woods. A part of our job is to keep them into the scorched grove so they can't do any harm, or to put out the fires that they are able to, make in the forest. But I have never seen beasts like that, and I was never taught of beasts like those ash snakes that we saw. And the orb, it seemed to be some kind of residual power from the cataclysm. I'm not entirely sure.
It was conjuration magic, clear as day to me.
Bricio actually nods at that part. Yes, I've heard of stories that the conjuration that caused the cataclysm at the now scorched grove has some residue that seems to float around, and occasionally it does coalesce. It seems that you found one that might have attracted some of these ember bats then. And you only see the one.
As far as we could tell, yeah, it was just that one cluster of bats with that conjured orb in the middle. But are you saying that this is just random happenstance as a result of this cataclysm that happened, I don't know, what you say, centuries ago?
I like to think of myself as a rather studied and smart bird, but this is outside of my realm of expertise. He looks over to the speaker. Speaker Beta, I advise that our first rule should be that we should, well, now we have many of them, know our enemies. The avium is the largest repository of information in all of the wood, and the dean there, Gabe Winsworth, a friend of mine, is incredibly knowledgeable about the archives themselves, and, well, I think they may be able to offer insight on the situation here, and maybe if there's any other stories from the past that maybe the breaking of the cataclysm of any of these types of creatures or events that we could study and understand more, it might do us some good. Beta looks at him. Yes. Yes, Bricio, I think that is a wonderful idea. Knowledge is the most important thing to have when going into something of the unknown. If we know more about it, maybe it'll become less unknown to us. Heroes of Alderheart, I have this request for you. Will you please go to the avium, meet with the Dean, Dean Winsworth, and scour the tomes of that library and see if there's any information regarding these happenings or this creature, this mountain, and maybe any ways of defeating it before it finds itself powerful enough to venture forth deeper into the wood.
Yeah, knowledge is power, as they say.
In the meantime, we will rally the Perch Guard to the newer threats and place more focus around the Scorched Grove and its demarcation with the rest of the wood. This will put a lot of strain on our newest recruits in the Humblefolk Brigade to hold down peace within the wood itself, but, well, we'd be risking cataclysm if... an additional cataclysm, I suppose, if we don't keep an eye on the ash. Well, it is interesting news. Thank you. Again, heroes, is there anything that you would have of us?
Do you have potions at your disposal? Because, I mean, maybe ramping up some production of those fire-resistant potions might be a good idea. Just for
Those...
protection.
Bricio speaks up. Those are quite expensive to make. We really only give them to those that we know will come into contact with any form of fire or immense amounts of heat. I will be sure to alert the Perch Guard that whatever stores that we do have, they should take with them to the demarcation. But that is a good point, and we are sending you on a journey, and with our blessing, and he looks over to the speaker, says, I think we might be able to find some extra in our coffers for our heroes here to requisition some equipment. Speaker? Yes, I believe we could write up a writ of some kind to acquisition 200 gold pieces worth of equipment in the city.
Lucky's gonna like literally pull back sleeves and show scars and be like, I don't know if 200 gold's really gonna handle that.
250 and Bricio holds out a claw and he goes, you will have 500 gold pieces for your disposal here in the city. Paid from my own coffers then, speaker. She looks over.
Lucky will nod at him.
He goes, yes, well, that is your money to use at your disposal, Bricio. If it comes from the Research and Engineering Fund, then that is on you. Right then. Well, Teva, and she kind of like looks, and Teva peeks out from behind and smooths his robes down a bit. He says, your heroics will be mentioned to your order. I would think they would have a promotion in line for you upon your return here. Other than that, I believe you are dismissed, and I shall go back to my evening meal. good. You are dismissed.
Thanks for hearing us out.
Yes, thank you.
She has already left the room. As you were saying your thank you, she's turned from the podium and is leaving. Bricio kind of shakes his head a little bit and gives you a nod. I will send a messenger with the writ. Where are you staying again?
Are we still staying at the Half Full Cup?
Not anymore.
I think so.
Where are we at?
That's where we were staying, but now our room has been.
Well, if there's another room, hopefully.
We can
You guys
crash at
actually-
my parents' place.
Yeah, you was gonna say you don't currently have a.
You could probably send a bit to Liza's Emporium. We are often there anyways, that we can pick it up there.
Eliza's place. Yeah, she has many curious items. Some of great power. I've been keeping an eye on her.
Look at these
Make sure
poofy
she doesn't get
sleeves.
into trouble. Is that one of hers then?
Yeah, it's got real poofy sleeves.
Those are poofy sleeves. He kind of like looks down at his black robes and could probably do with some better poofy sleeves. Yes.
Everyone could.
I'll send it to Eliza's place. I have business to attend to, though. Thank you. The council member that you did not recognize, they give you a nod, and they say, "Thank you for your assistance in all of this. We have not met. I am Artin. I am the newest member of the council and the representative of the humble folk, and the newest addition to our city, the Root neighborhood. If you have need of anything, please do let me know. My home is, well, it's down in the Roots, but you should be able to find me." She gives a nod and exits the room.
Lucky like leans over to you and goes, I'm glad they got some representation on the council now.
What was that? I'm sorry. I'm tired.
Oh, I said it to Eli, but he was like, I'm
Oh,
glad
sorry.
there's some like representation on the count. Like, I'm glad she stays in the Roots. Oh.
It's progress.
You are left alone in the council chamber. What would you like to do?
Where are we gonna sleep? We could crash at my parents' place. That's fine. They like everybody. I don't know if there's enough room, but you know they have a couch, I think, and
It is very narrow to get up to the place. But
if you sprint with those boots, you'll get there in no time.
I could sprint right off the branch if I'm not too careful. It's,
I mean, survived a lava monster, big old volcano guy with legs.
well, I did survive, but it wasn't to my own accord. But, if we must,
You don't have to. It's just a suggestion.
I see if Eliza has some extra space. I don't mind sprawling about if I don't have to go up into the branches.
I mean, that's if you're not asleep. You know, she stays at a shop, I imagine. A little apartment in there.
When you and Eli were helping construction, did you build an extra room?
I don't think we had time for a whole room. We just did the shelves.
Just a
Secret
lot
room?
of shelves.
So many shelves.
And they're all very level.
Yeah. Very
We
level
made sure
shelves.
of that.
Well, yeah, I think that one is still a little off by my eye.
Agree to disagree, but Any opportunity to beat the heads will take.
Seriously. Yeah, so what's this? Do you want to try and find a room at an inn? Do you want to go to Eliza's? Or are you trying to go to Pez's parents' place? Or you have some other friends throughout the city if you want to try calling on them. It's up to you.
Should we bring that? Did we grab that ash for Eliza? Should we? And we can just bring that and be like, hey, let us sleep on your floor.
Yeah, we do have to go see her anyway.
I mean, if we can wake her up, I don't know how hard she sleeps. Yeah.
She might be a little upset, but I think she will make an exception for us.
Maybe we should bring her a snack.
Where are we gonna get next?
Well, as you exit the council chambers, you note that there is a small cart, and it seems that they're selling midnight churros with small dipping cups full of chocolate.
I mean, midnight churros the best churros, as far as I know.
I love this.
So do you guys want to get some churros and then head on over to Eliza's? Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right, so you do. Each churro is 2 copper pieces, so whoever wants to pay for the churros can. And it is an additional copper if you would like a cup of melted chocolate.
Eli buys churros for Eliza as well.
Okay,
Or
so
a
how many
churro
total
for
churros
Eliza
are
and-
we getting?
I'm buying 2 of each thing. The chocolate.
Okay,
and
okay.
yeah.
So six copper come from Eli. Lucky, you getting a churro?
Yeah, Lucky definitely buys like 2 churros, but like 3 or 4 cups of chocolate.
Sure. Okay.
Sweet.
So that's eight copper.
Sweet. How
Does
many
Dagonet
coppers
get
and
a-
gold, by the way? Do you have me asking?
How many coppers in a gold? Oh gosh, it's 10 copper to a silver, 10 silver to a gold. So that's 100 copper to a gold.
Yeah.
Dagonet, do you get a churro?
Well, it is too sweet for my beak at this hour.
Yeah. Okay. Pez, do you get a churro?
2 churros, 1 for each hand.
2 churros, 1 for each hand, but where do you hold the chocolate dipping sauce?
Put the churro in the chocolate dipping sauce, hold with hand.
Gotcha. All right, so that'll be 5 copper pieces from you, Pez. Okay. And you guys head to Eliza's shop. As you head in that general direction, Tever kind of shyly says, I think Havel might be worried about me, and I'd like to return to him. Can we still use your room?
Of course, that is, we are going to Eliza, so you could still have it.
Oh, yes. Okay. I will, Havel and I will come find you as soon as we're able then.
That sounds like a plan, yes.
Okay. And he like gives a quick little bow and then like nervously backs away and then goes off towards the direction of the half full cup. When you guys make your way to Eliza's place, it's dark. The candles are out inside, and there's no sign of Eliza inside the shop. And there does seem to be a closed sign there.
She probably won't be able to hear if we knock on the front door. We might as well go around the back. She might hear it better.
You guys go around to the back door. Okay.
You're not like hearing much out of Lucky because Lucky's just like
Eating churro. Yeah.
just cinnamon crumbs all over his face. What a great time.
Okay. So who knocks on the back door?
Dagonet will knock.
You wait. And you wait. Do you knock again?
Yeah, he.
Slightly louder now. And you wait a little bit, and eventually you hear some like knocking around inside. Hold on. I'm coming. Jeez. Jeez, oh Pete's. Who's there at this hour anyway?
Eliza, sorry, I know you were sleeping. It is us.
Oh, my friends! And she click, opens the door, and she like puts the candle she has down on the side, and she like leaps out for a hug against Dagonet. And you note that she's like wearing a nightgown, and she has like one of those little floppy nightcaps on, right, between her little cat ears, and she leaps onto Dagonet. Oh, my friends, you've made it back all safe and.
Well, you're
Oh, you smell like ash.
Hey, unfortunately, you're going to look like Ash now. You just.
Oh, would you look at that? That is something. Well, is this the ash that you're supposed to bring back to me? I thought it was going to be in some sacks, not necessarily on my nightgown.
Lucky's like, ow, and like sets his churros and chocolate down on the closest ledge he can.
Yeah, she's like ushers you inside too, and she's like, please, come in. And you note now that this is the small room that you guys had tea in before, with the little kitchen, and there's a small table there with a couple chairs around it. And she doesn't, and you hand her these like sacks of ash, and she opens them up, and they kind of like out, and it's just.
Those two are ash, and that one is soil out from there. Cause I think the soil out there is very fertile and potentially magical from.
Well, that's interesting. I'll have to do a little bit of investigation. I'm gonna put this to the side right now, though I'm a little bit too tired to handle all this. But I'm so happy you guys are home. Did you not want to go to the inn first? Maybe get a meal and some rest?
Well, we don't have a room at the moment.
You don't have a room?
Do you have a?
I know what you're going to ask, Dagonet, and absolutely, we will make some space here. Now, it might be in the kitchen next to the stove, but we can find a place for you. That's for sure. I get up pretty early, so I'll do my best to not trip over y'all that want to sleep in a little bit, but I'll make some good breakfast and some tea in the morning, and I'm just happy you all are home. Now, what's that there you got in your paws and your feathers? Long sticks and... Is that chocolate?
Lucky looks over and he's like, hey.
Eli hands the chocolate and the churro to Eliza and says, I know it's late, but you know.
I'm not one to say no to a midnight churro and chocolate. That's good stuff there. So. She starts like munching on it. And she's like, ooh, crisp is still too. Soft warm center. Ooh, that's good. Yes, payment has been made. You are welcome to stay in the fine inn of Eliza's Emporium. And I'll have to listen to your adventure. Well, in the morning, unless you want to stay up and talk about it. I am awake now, I suppose.
On second thought, actually leave, go to my parents, cause I miss them, and they're not that far, and I should probably say hi.
Yes, of course. I'm not holding you here. I'm not chaining you to the door there, Pez. You can go wherever you please.
I'm just gonna sneak out. You all continue to have fun. Eat those churros, Eliza. Eat all of them.
Yeah, all right. Well, Pez, I'll see you later. As Pez exits her, she's like, I forgot she had family here. Y'all sure you want to stay here in the kitchen? Are they not friendly?
Dagonet's already dozing in one of the chairs.
Oh, and one of the chairs. Hell, we ain't moving that one.
Yeah, they're super friendly, but I mean,
Is he really just gonna wear all that armor and sleep like that? Is that comfortable?
He
less comfortable not in his armor.
Yeah, he tends to do that.
Oh, well, all right. Well, she kind of like shifts the kitchen table to the side. I see y'all got your bedrolls there. The floor is yours. All right, I'll head back upstairs and y'all let me know if you need anything and just holler. And she goes and she locks up the back door. She kind of dusts off her nightgown. I'm gonna have to hear about what happened there. Y'all are looking pretty rough. Get some good rest, though, all right? I'll leave the candle down here for y'all and just, snuff it when you're done. She kind of goes back upstairs and you hear her, like, knock a toe against one of the stairs. God dang, nabbit. Worst part's over. She closes the door upstairs. And you guys settle in for sleeps?
Yeah.
All right, okay. Then we find Pez outside, walking her way to her parents' home out in the Branch neighborhood. The Branches are an interesting place where these sideways platforms, like ferries, move from long outstanding branch to outstanding branch, and we find ourselves with Pez at the bottom of the winding staircase to the round home of her parents at the top.
Just gonna walk on up. Are there any lights on? Is it?
It's dark. It is late. By the time you get here, it is probably 1 in the morning.
Ah, jeez. They love me. I'm just gonna knock on the door, ring the bell, whatever there is.
Yeah, you. I say, who's at the door now?
Dad, it's Pez.
Baby. And he goes and he runs and throws open the door and he picks you up in a big old hug and drags you inside and says, not letting go of you ever again. You've been gone for way too long.
I'm a little crispy.
Honey, Pez is home. You smell like ash.
Oh, yeah. Don't take me too far inside. I'm a little dirty. Oh,
You're like a
dirty.
barbecue back with the family.
Ooh, don't. Ooh. I feel like a barbecue. That's not pleasant.
Are you all right?
I'm fine now. It was a little traumatic, but we're good. Mostly, you ain't gotta worry about nothing.
Now, honey, I've been your father for as many years as you've been alive, and I can tell that, well, there's something wrong here. What's going on in that pretty head of yours?
There's the fire stuff is dangerous, but we're figuring it out. We're gonna go to the library tomorrow and do some research.
Where did you go?
Oh, geez. The Scorched Grove. We may have done some exploring.
Yes.
Just to see what's going on. We had guidance. We had a guide.
You
His
mean
name's Tever.
the location of the cataclysm?
Yep.
My little girl and her friends, I suppose, went on an adventure to a burned out wasteland with who knows what inside of it.
You don't want to know what's inside of it.
No, you're going to sit right there, young lady, and you're going to tell me everything that happened.
To be, stressed out unnecessarily. You got plenty on
He seems to note now that, like, there are just burn marks all over your wings and feathers and your clothing. Oh, honey. Oh. Sit down. What happened?
Just take a bath. It'll just all wash right off. Wake up in the morning and it'll be...
No, these look bad.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I mean, maybe you can use it as inspiration for your next book. Think of it as a fictitious adventure that we're all fine now. But yeah, we went there just to see what was going on. There were some bats. There was a swarm of bats, and we took care of it. And then there was an ash snake, and we took care of it. But
what in the world is an ash snake?
oh, it's like a fire snake made out of ash. It was tunneling through the
Like
ground.
a little garter snake, but it's on fire?
It was a little bigger.
A little bigger, so like a constrictor made of fire.
Maybe a little bit unnaturally big, but nothing we couldn't handle.
Unnaturally big.
very large, not quite snake size at all, not a regular snake. No, like at least 20
And
snakes.
you did battle with one of these?
Yep,
And a swarm of bats.
yep. And that was definitely all there was. And
Roll
we're
me
fine.
deception. Roll me deception. You're going to lie to your father.
Ooh.
A 13. I'm gonna roll for him. Let's see what he does here. Okay. He looks at you critically. All right. That's all there was. I don't like the idea of my daughter fighting enormous fire snakes out in the wilds of uncharted territory where those crazy ass tenders go out to. Are you
The
trying to
tenders
become
are
a
very
tender?
nice. Oh no, that I do not like it out there. That is not great times. But we'll be more prepared next time. Now that we know what's
Next
out there.
time?
If we have to go back.
Next time. Next time.
I mean, who else is gonna go out there?
I'm thinking there may not be a next time that you leave this house out of my sight. Pez, you are hurt.
We're okay. Now we know. Now we'll be safer and more prepared.
Did everyone make it home? Pez.
Dagnay and Lucky and Eli and me, we're all good. They're just staying at Eliza's.
Pez, you hesitated. Who else was with you?
Tever. We went out there with Tever. Tever's fine.
Who's Tever?
He's a tender. He's very nice.
Okay, you were one of them crazy tenders, all right. And everyone made it home?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're all safe. Are they as burned up as you are?
Mostly, but we're all good. I can't lie to you. Okay, there was another one out there. His name was Tim Roberts. And
Tim Roberts.
Yeah, we found him. We were fighting the fire snake, and we had to get out of there, and he made sure that we got out of there. I don't know if he's okay.
Oh. That is unfortunate. Because I don't know. I may write about hero stuff, but I'm not so sure I like my daughter being so close to the stories that I weave.
I mean, I can't just, now that we
It's
know
dangerous.
what's out there, though, we can't just sit back and wait, it's getting closer.
You can look at me and your mother. We've been sitting back and waiting our whole lives, painting and writing the world around us.
You do so good at it.
I just wish that was enough for you. Keep you safe here in Alderheart.
Yeah, I don't. Eventually, maybe it'll be over soon, and then we can all hang out on the porch. And
You even got your harp and you didn't even want to join the orchestra?
Oh,
Good job. It pays well.
Yeah, but I can't explore creatively. You just have to play the songs that they give you.
I understand that. You can't snuff creativity. You can't tamp that down, no.
I just
But there's
wanted
nothing to
show
say that you can't play things in private or for other shows on your own.
Yeah, I mean, I do that when we come back, and I get a lot of inspiration out there. I found these neat sticks, and I'm gonna pull out the sticks that we got in the Scorched Grove. Look at how pretty these are, all burnt away and stuff.
They're just like blackened, fire-hardened sticks. Still a little ashy. And the ash kind of, from your clothes, which is now on the chair you're sitting in, as well as on the floor and kind of all over the house now, because it's like sand. It's rough, it's coarse, and it gets everywhere.
It's like driftwood, but the opposite.
Well, those are kind of curious, and your mother uses charcoal sometime for her art, but interesting. Pez, we'll make up your bed, and well, you get yourself some clean clothes out one of the closets, all right? Get some rest. Your mother seems to be sleeping through the storm here, so you'll have to say hi to her in the morning. I'm glad you're home safe.
Thanks for, being there and being here for when I come back, and hopefully this is all over soon, and then we can just, make some of that blueberry stuff together. That's a good time.
You're gonna be interested in what we got cooking now.
Ooh.
Got some raspberry.
Oh, that sounds so gorgeous.
It has this nice like red color when you're making it. Somehow it all filters out to clear. It's crazy how that works.
Might be good with breakfast.
Yes, good breakfast moonshine now. But keeping that in mind, go dream about it and get to your room, young lady. Get some rest.
I'll have a good night.
Yeah, I will.
Good morning.
He leaves you to your devices at the house and goes back to his bedroom where your mom is. And you make yourself at home and go to bed.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
What does Pez's bedroom look like?
Oh.
Ooh, Pez's bedroom. It's probably the bedroom of a teenage girl bird. She's got a lot of little like knickknacks, like collectibles and stuff, like pretty rocks and things just kind of about. And then just kind of around the mirror, and it's all kind of like pink. Very, very pink. But in a cute way.
Very, very pink.
Very pink.
Okay. All right. You all, in one way, shape, or form, find your rest. And morning comes to Alderheart once again. When you wake up, and as each one of you eventually take a peek out of a window, thick plumes of smoke can be seen from the northwest. Even larger than the ones you saw at the very beginning when Ashborough had burned. But you're safe for now. So what would you like to do? A messenger delivers kind of an unassuming piece of parchment to Eliza's as she opens it up, stamped with the seal, and is a requisition for 500 gold pieces worth of equipment from any shop within the city. You can use them in separate stores, same place, wherever you'd like. The council will be paying whatever you sign up for. You can also use it to portionally pay for something and then use the rest of your own gold if you'd like to. But there is writing in there that you will have to likely explain to shopkeepers what's going on here, and, that they could use this writ as a guarantee of services rendered.
Well, what should be on the shopping list first? I think I would like some a new shirt, new pants. Yes, I've mostly been burned through.
Eli has been at the window, probably holding a cup of coffee, just sort of absent-mindedly, and just staring at the plumes of smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just
Eliza.
trigonometry.
Yeah, Eliza, like, she comes up to you. She's, oh, my. Well, what's that out there, Eli? That's a lot of smoke. Isn't that over towards the Scorched Grove?
It is, yeah.
What do you suppose happened?
We ran into a situation out there yesterday.
A situation that resulted in whatever's making that?
Yeah.
Well, what's making it? Don't make me ask everything, Eli.
I'm sorry. They're calling it an elemental.
Elemental.
The biggest one anybody's ever seen.
Oh, I've heard of elementals.
Yeah. Something either stirred up from the cataclysm or left over or brought forth by it. Eliza, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a hell of a mess we're in right now, and
Are we in danger?
I don't know.
Oh. Well, you're the heroes of Alderheart. I'm sure that you've all got it well under control, right?
I don't feel in control right now. We'll figure it out, I suppose.
Right. You guys always figure it out. You're so smart and Lucky's so crafty and Dagonet, stalwart, and Pez is just gosh darn lucky if you're asking me. I don't think I've ever seen her take a bad turn.
I know she says like Lucky's so crafty, and Lucky's probably still underneath the kitchen table, like one leg propped up, and just like, you know.
Yeah.
Just out.
Having little lucky dreams.
Yeah.
Just, you know. When the deer.
Not the face. Not the face.
Wait, deer.
The bugs. Yeah, the deer.
And the deer and the gnats.
Banning all deer from everything.
Lucky wakes
right.
up with like an appetite for venison for some reason.
He's probably like woken up in mid of like trying to spit out flies. Just
Well, good morning, Lucky. Coffee on the table.
right. He just kind of plops in a chair with coffee. Yep. Morning.
Dagonet fills a cup for you and slides it over.
And this is lucky when you take your first sip, you look out the window and see the giant plume of black smoke reaching into the sky.
Like spits the coffee back in his cup. Are we gonna address that?
The
Eli,
volcano in the room.
I'm not the only one who's seen this, right?
Unfortunately, it's hard to miss.
Oh, kind of close.
Yep. I think we should sort out whatever shopping we need to do. Sort it out real quick, and
We need to make
we
a.
gotta mobilize the perch guard.
I'm sure that
Wood
they
brigade, everybody.
I'm. If they see this, have seen this, I'm sure they are already mobilized. You have to make
Hope
post haste
so.
to this dean fella, right?
Right.
It's staring at this smoke and running to it didn't exactly work out for us the last time. I think we need this Dean fellow first.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so.
I just have to hope that they can hold it off as long as we need them to.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll hop to it. Should one of us get pairs?
I don't mind going and grabbing a. You want?
Are you light on your feet for those narrow little bridges? You'll be fine.
Yeah. I know the market in the morning's probably pretty packed, so I can get through pretty quickly.
All right.
Okay. So, you guys want to handle some shopping. What are you looking to get?
Clean clothes.
Clean clothes. So, common clothes, they cost 5 silver pieces for a set. So, just doing that, you can, I mean, it's 1 gold for 2 sets. There's 4 of you here. You can all get a set of clean, new common clothes for 2 gold pieces of your 500. So that's easily enough done, I think. Yeah, and then Lucky, you head to Pez to get them, and you gather them up. Is there anything that you wanted to do at the household, Pez, or do you guys want to like handle city stuff now? What's on your mind?
I probably just would have had breakfast at the house and had a mom, and then maybe just buy a couple extra supplies.
Okay. Your mom is excited to see you, of course. She is concerned about all of your burns and things. Your father he's taken a much calmer demeanor than the night before with your mother in the room, and he calms her down. She's a hero now, so we gotta keep that in mind. And he calms her and says that the burns are nothing to worry about, and they give you a breakfast and they let you on your way when Lucky arrives, and you guys go handle your daily business. So, what else would you like to acquire?
Some salves.
Salves, yes. Okay. Let's see.
Fresh burns.
Yeah. Adventuring gear. There is in fact there is insect repellent listed. In was that like a Tomb of Ancients or something like that? But that's fine. We will use this as a basis for medicinal salves of a cooling nature as well.
Aloe vera.
They're 1 GP for a pound of it. So most salves come in like ounces, right? So you could probably get, I don't know. I mean, if you want a pound, let's say it's like four bottles worth.
I imagine we'll be going through a lot of this. We might as well stock up. Yeah.
Okay. So that's another gold piece. So someone keep track of the numbers here, because I'm certainly not. You're up to 3 total gold pieces.
So Eli can't wear armor because he's a hedge.
Mm-hmm.
Can I buy like a +1 or even +2 shield if it's I don't know what, like a shield that's like 10 GP. I don't know what those would be.
So yeah, I do believe those exist. They are magical items. There's different types of shields. Some of them do things. A +1 shield is a thing. But what it's
I'm not trying to break our bank. I don't know. I'm trying to.
The issue with buying magic items is they quickly get very expensive, especially when you're looking at +1 stuff, because that's like true magic, right? Is what you're looking at. And it's not just potions or a scroll of some kind. It's an active enchantment. I will look up the price for you. I know it's a thing. So let's see. What else are we looking for?
Good question, man. I'm just trying to improve myself.
I feel like Lucky proving and feeling unsuccessful in his bandaging would like to pick up some healing potions. I know we have a few, but if we could all have
a couple.
some,
Yeah.
that would be good.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna look up.
Okay. Looking at +1 shields, I'd say you'd be roughly in like the 250 to 300 range, depending on like how fine of a shield you're looking at.
Nah, I'll pass. I don't want a majority of our gold to be spent.
Yeah, they're just expensive, man.
Yeah, no, I figured I'd ask.
Well, if we're not getting a whole, so far we've spent 3 on clothes and med.
Right. It depends on what else you. So let's put it on the back burner. Let's say if we
that's
don't
on my
spend
back burner.
300
Yeah.
gold, Eli may be able to pick up a really nice +1 shield.
Yeah.
Do remember that you guys still have gold, I think some of you have gold. I think Pez might be tapped out, at least from the robe. Or you guys
I'm
broke.
tapped out from buying everything I could that one episode.
Well, that's true.
Lucky has
Potions.
some,
Okay.
but, like,
Potions of healing. Basic potions of healing. 2d4 plus 2s are 50 gold apiece. You do have a friend in the business, so
how many?
you probably get the friends and family discount from Eliza.
How many do we have already?
I do not know who has them.
Discussion amongst group as to who has them.
I don't remember who
Healing
has
potions?
them.
I don't.
How many? I'm sorry, how many what?
How many healing potions do we have amongst our party, not patches on your outfit?
Oh,
Nope.
I can't remember. I don't even remember when we got them.
I didn't write them down, so I don't think I took them.
EM discretion?
Call it 2. I don't remember. I know you picked some up from the bandit camp.
Yeah.
That's where it was. So if no one had written it down, it would never be more than 2. So
Yeah.
probably 2.
Lucky, I mean, to group is like, I know they're like 50 gold a piece, but like, I mean, if we could at least have like 1 per person, just in case, you know, we get into that situation again. And it's not very much, but it's something, you know. Try to argue essentially to buy 2 more.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. With your friends and family discount with Eliza, you can get them for get both for 90. So 10 gold off there.
It's pretty fair. Is that alright with you guys?
Sure. It's a good idea.
Other than that, I think I'm alright. Stuff wise, I mean, I don't think there's anything that's like, you know, anti-volcano, you know, pets.
Do you guys have rations still?
I think with the
Travel
hearth,
pack
we haven't
rations?
really had to.
Oh, that's true. You guys get food every day. Wow. Look at that. That's pretty good. I totally forgot about that. Yeah. So you don't even need pack rations. You've got some clothes. I mean, whatever else you think you might want. If you want some more rope, or anything else.
Can we, while we're at, like, for story purposes, while we're buying the potions from Eliza's shop, can we kind of investigate around what she's got?
Yeah, 1 second. Let me pull up her list. Eliza, where are you? She's got, when it loads, a deed to a house in Brackenmill, a wooden eye, a spell scroll of major image, a small clockwork scroll made of bronze that hops for 1 minute after it's been properly wound, a token with a ram's head on it, an old spell book with 1d6 random first level spells, 1d4 random second level spells, 1d4 1 random third level spell from the wizard spell list. And then the magic items that she does have, she has Illurin boots, bracers of archery, cloak of strig kind, efficient quiver, feather token, bird feather token, a tree feather token, Figure of Wondrous Power, Ring of Featherfall, the Staff of the Python. She is conspicuously missing a robe of useful items. I think you just buy the robe of useful items every time you see it. Like, there's no way you don't, right? It's 350 gold for the robe of useful items, and you come out with 2,500, probably, if not more. Like, that's whatever, man. That's so insane.
That's so broken.
Why doesn't everyone just buy these? What is even money? Why is there even an economy? You just buy robes of useful items.
Right, just resell those.
What the hell? The market on that is crazy. All right, so any of those things happen to strike an interest? Bracers of Archery, I believe, make you +1 on your attack rolls for archery stuff. Cloak of Strigkind and Allurin Boots are just Boots of Elvenkind and Cloak of Elvenkind, essentially. Efficient Quiver, I think, just gives you extra arrows, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. So I don't know what your bolts for your crossbows look like, or your arrows, or where you're at with either of those.
Yeah, like he still has a lot of arrows from his splurge.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 2 quivers worth.
Got a lot banging around back there.
I feel like
Anything?
Lucky kind of probably eyeballs the Cloak of Elvenkind for a minute, but loose interest. So
Loose interest? Okay.
loose interest.
How much is that cloak? Do I have that much? Did I do the math right?
How much was the cloak?
Am I loaded?
What was your math?
So, I mean, looking at the list of things that the robe has, it looked like it came with 2,500.
Yeah.
And then we paid for Dagonet's armor, which was 1,200.
Yep.
And then, so that's 1,300 that I still have.
Yep.
Do you want a
You are
cloak?
super rich.
You want a shield? Y'all
Lucky's
want some
like-
stuff?
It
She
kind of
is
his approach,
super-
like Lucky, while he's like looking at the cloak, he's like, yeah, I don't really need fancy items, but it looks like it's pretty cool, you know.
Lucky, you deserved it. We all almost died out there. We should have some nice stuff.
Okay, I mean,
I don't remember
Right.
how much the rope was, but if I can afford it, I'll pay for it.
Another rope?
The cloak.
Oh, the cloak. Sorry. The cloak is
No, we need
300 gold pieces.
You need another Steve.
Yeah.
Go to
Steve
Mark.
rope. A Mark. Yeah, Mark and Steve. And when you tie them together, they're just holding hands.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy that cloak.
Yeah, okay, so you now have a cloak of Strigkind. It's a cloak of Elvenkind, but it's all owl feathers. So it's all like these like brown owl feathers. And when you pull it up over your head, it actually like it makes you look like this visage of an owl. So now you're a tiny little owl.
Cool. It's pretty cool, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So there you go. I think is Cloak of Elvenkind the advantage on the stealth?
It's anybody trying to make a perception check against you, wisdom based, has a disadvantage, and you have advantage on dexterity stealth checks.
Yeah, nice. That's super strong for stealth. Yeah, you're like that little string guy. That's you. It's so tiny. Yeah. Okay. Anything else on the list? Get your fancy. So that's 300. This is Eliza's place, so it would be. So it's gonna be 275 from her. And you know what? Screw it. You can buy all your magic items from her. I don't care. Get your shield from her. So it's another. What is that? What did I say that was? It was 250 to 300. So 275 probably for a really good one. Or like a nice one. So you could probably like get it with your sigil on it if you wanted to, at that 300 price.
Like it like points out the shield.
Yeah, yeah. The rapiers with the ribbons.
Again, if it's not taking away from anything else somebody wants to do, I'll take that. That's literally all I can do.
Pez is now offering because yeah, Pez is now offering because she's loaded, so she's just buying stuff.
All right. Well then,
Yeah, I was sure I didn't clean you out. I thought you had more.
Dude, I'm telling you, these cloaks, man. Like, what the hell? This robe is ridiculous. Oh gosh, I need that in my life.
This just needs strong people to hide behind.
And making them stronger is never a bad thing.
Just line us up, with our shields and our.
So Rob, go ahead and make sure you've got a +1 shield. It should be in roll 20. If you drag it over, it'll automatically update your AC. So it should be good to go there.
It reduced my AC. I'm gonna fix that.
Yeah, that shouldn't happen. Okay. Any other special cool stuff that you want? There's a house. You could get a house for 500.
How much is an espresso machine?
We get a house and an espresso machine, and that's it.
Oh.
And that's it. And then we are actually not doing the quest anymore. We are going to Brackenmill. We're moving in, and you're starting to play Animal Crossing, and that's it. We've begun Animal Crossing, the D&D game.
Gotta get all the colors of each espresso machine.
Yeah. They've got them. God, do you really want an espresso machine? I can come up with a number for you. It'd be an uncommon item, so it's going to be probably in the 150 to 200 gold range. And depending on how fine you want it, if you want it to make multiple cups at the same time, you're gonna have to crank it up a little bit. Now, if you're wanting one that's like an industrial size as well, probably looking at the 300 gold range. You're really getting pricey in there. Do you also want it enchanted though? Because then we're pushing 500 gold. Because you could really get some good coffee out of it.
If we drink it while it's still too hot and it burns the roof of our mouth. In time, do we then earn a resistance to heat damage?
Absolutely. Yes. That's how that works. That is actually how that works. I've never heard anything different. That's science. That is science. Bill Nye the Science Guy told me that personally.
I've eaten enough hot pizza. I could stand on hot coals now, is all I'm saying. So.
Yes. You're like, well, I could put these in my mouth. It's so easy. Yeah. No, I think I would just say the roof of your mouth is now resistant to fire damage. So if you happen to eat some fire, you might be okay.
You literally just run at every attack like, ah!
Yeah. Ah! Battle cries, that there's a reason for it to happen. I'm sure barbarians of old really ate a lot of hot cheese pizza to like really get their battle cries resistant to fire damage. That's huge brain stuff right there.
I've read some history books. That tracks.
That's history. Yeah. We got history and science coming together right there. Yeah, that's history. God. Y'all are a bunch of nuts. Okay. Is there anything else that you want to get for shopping? Nope. All right. I don't think you tap out your writ here, but well, I guess if we included also the part left over would be used for, let's say, the shield. So up until the Cloak of Strigkind, how much did we use for the May? I know you were keeping track of that. Just 4 gold.
Need 4 arrows.
You need 4 arrows.
Yeah.
Okay, that costs you like 4 copper. because that, I'm just gonna say it's negligible at the amount of gold that you're spending right now. They just, Eliza's just like, just take 4. I don't,
get rid of all the arrows.
Yeah, it's just like, I have barrels of this stuff. Please just take them. So you have 4. You're fine. You have 4 arrows. Okay. So what did we have, May, from the first part of the buy?
Okay. So, to be honest, I stopped paying attention after Mally's robe.
Sure.
So we had spent 2 gold on clothes, 1 on meds.
Okay.
How many copper points on arrows.
Uh-huh.
We'll round it to 1.
Uh-huh.
So
We
that's
do the potions.
And then the potions.
and how many potions did we get?
So
We get 2.
2, and it was like 90 gold. So you're like right at 100.
yeah.
So screw it. It's 100. And then you guys got the Cloak of Strength kind, so that's 300, so it's 400 total. Then it was, I said 275 for the shield.
Yeah.
So 175 from Pez is the only amount. The rest of it is covered through the writ. So you guys only spent 175 gold. That's pretty good. You want to buy a house? There's a house in Brackenmill.
Well, it is far from all the action.
It is. Hey, I'm telling you, Animal Crossing, the D&D game, starts in Brackenmill. That's it.
Are you sure there's not
All
a
right.
house?
It's a
tag on
retirement
your
plan.
room?
It's you could retire out there. It's it's kind of close to the coast. It's away. It's actually the farthest point away from all of the stuff
People in
that's bad
Brackenmill
that's
are just
happening.
like,
Fucking, I don't fucking know what's going on. Yeah. Bandits stop showing up. I don't know, man. This is great. Okay, cool. I think that wraps up episode 15 for us this evening. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I enjoyed the show. Our party lives another day, and so let's do some shout outs for everyone here. Let's start with Malaveth. Where can the people find you at, huh?
Hey, my name's Malaveth. I stream on Twitch 3 days a week. Just opened commissions up, actually, so that's exciting. I think I might be closing them very soon because people signed up, and that's awesome. Thanks.
Yay!
Yeah. That's kind of about it. I draw stuff, I hang out, play Animal Crossing, and we're not dead yet.
Not dead yet. Thank you very much, Malaveth. I appreciate that. Lady May, where can people find you at?
They can find me here on Thursdays playing Dagonet.
Mhm.
Otherwise, on Twitter and Instagram stories of my progress in Animal Crossing. 'Cause I have a problem.
Or it's just really good. It's a really positive thing, I think, to have right now. It's good. It's good. Okay. Bonus stage Bobbert. Where can the people find you at? Specifically at what specific time?
Oh gosh, a couple different places now. Tomorrow, for the first time in, I don't know, you can find me at twitch.tv/bonus_stage_Rob, and I'm super freaking stoked about it, and I hope to see you there. I will be chatting, playing Animal Crossing, probably just terraforming and just catching everybody up on, I don't know, the last 6 months of my life that I haven't talked about on stream because I just haven't streamed. Who knows? I don't know. Whatever. And on Sunday, Joel, one guess as to what that day is other than what I'm about to say.
Sunday Prime, and then your birthday?
Yeah, that's the one. There you
Yeah.
go. On
Yeah,
Sunday,
okay. I was
April
like, I know.
26th.
I took me a second to remember.
I was born. It's like the same day, but not the same year as Chernobyl. But that's not important. Anyway, I'll be on twitch.tv/game nights. That's game with 2 G's and a K and nights, like the dude with the sword. And that's
I don't know
at
how I feel
4
about the
p.m.
shout out
Eastern.
anymore.
Well, I learned that the other day. I, in the same breath, learned it was
So
Sean
weird.
Evans's birthday too, and
Huh.
Chernobyl. And I was like, I am feeling a lot of things in that sentence. Anyway, that's a Monster of the Week
That's-
game where I play Travis, who is currently a crooked, which is a thief guy, but he's becoming a magic user, so that's very exciting. I don't know what class he is yet, but he's gonna cast some spells. And then at twitch.tv/themontyhall on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, where I play Tog Ironpick, the dwarf gentleman who is prone to bouts of extreme passion, which may come off as a rage here and there. He might be a barbarian, who's to say? Yeah, so that's on Wednesdays. And that's
Excellent.
it. That's the tweet.
That's send tweet. Thank you, Rob. I
Send tweet.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Last, certainly not least, Miss Simply Jackson. Where can the people find you at?
Ahoy! You can find me Twitter and Instagram at simplyjxn, no underscore, but on Twitch at twitch.tv/simply_jxn. But more importantly, Parks and Rec is coming back for one special recreational show on the 30th to raise money for Feeding
What?
America. Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just go to
cool.
Parks and Rec NBC on Twitter. I'll retweet it.
Yeah, just do that. Yeah, we'll do
I'm so
that. We'll make
excited.
sure it makes the rounds.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
Okay, I love y'all.
Awesome. Thank
That was
you.
great. Lucky cried. I didn't. I was close.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Runaway Robot. It's my channel. You probably already know that we do stuff here, like Dungeons & Dragons and streaming stuff. Okay, cool. All right, that's going to wrap up the show for this evening. We'll do Dungeons & Dragons tomorrow. Tomorrow? Fuck me, man. Next week. We'll do it next week, probably.
It's like, shit,
God,
dude, I'll
unless my
play,
brain
alright.
falls off. I guess I secretly just want more Dungeons & Dragons, and you know what? That's
It's no
okay.
secret.
But until next week, we'll see you then. Later, everyone.